Hey guys, welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Andre Seegers, and this time we're joined by Derek Bittner to discuss a recent Splatoon-specific Nintendo Direct. So let's get started. Alright Derek, Nintendo just had a Splatoon Direct at the worst possible time, because I really don't want to be talking about this. Instead I want to go talk about the Nintendo theme park news. And because of that, I think everyone else wants to see us cover that too. This video is going to be really half-assed. There's going to be like no editing, no video, and we're going to make this pretty quick, because there actually isn't that much to discuss. So with that being said, let's get into it. Derek, what are your overall impressions of the Splatoon Direct?
I mean, it was basically about what I expected. I mean, I knew they weren't going to go whole hog like that supposedly suggested. It was going to be breaking down the very simple basics of the game, introduce it to people who weren't following it all, and maybe show some cool new stuff for people who were following along, like new weapons, new modes, all this other stuff. Not great, but enough that I'm still excited for the game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. I mean, I would say it's a little bit underwhelming overall. They announced a few new cool things. They didn't go quite as far as I was hoping they were, but it is not terribly outside what I was expecting either. But I do wish some of our more elaborate predictions had come true. Where's my Island Delfino, right?
Yeah, that would be nice. But no, that's the funny thing is, well, we kind of thought that they wouldn't show any DLC packs with this Direct. However, they did show that this thing is going to be very well supported after launch, like constant update events all the way through summer, new modes, just all kinds of stuff coming to this thing just throughout the summer.
Yeah, exactly. Which is great. Like, I love seeing that level of support from Nintendo again, especially in a game that they are positioning as the next Mario Kart. But beyond the stuff coming down the pike, which I guess includes Smash Brothers costumes as a pre-order bonus. Which are the creepiest things ever, by the way.
Yeah, they are quite creepy.
They also showed off a new mode. I forget what it's called, the tower mode thing, which looks basically like Capture the Flag, kind of, or their version of Capture the Flag, which is pretty cool, actually. It's a pretty, I think it's a cool idea for a mode.
It's one of those take a concept from other shooter games and give it that unique Splatoon twist, because rather than trying to capture the flag yourself and trying to bob and weave and get back to your base, as soon as you claim it, it starts going towards your base automatically. So it's sort of like almost like a rail shoot at that point, where you got to defend yourself against other people, and there's one person on top trying to protect it, while everybody else is trying to take care of the other Inklings trying to claim it back for themselves. And it's this real push and pull thing, and I really like the idea of this mode. It's really cool. It like keep you on your toes, moving around. A great sense of teamwork. I don't know. It's probably my favorite of the modes shown so far. Yeah,
it's definitely the most intriguing. I mean, it's the one we've seen the least of. But yeah, it's interesting because when you're on it, there's not much you can do. It's a small platform, and it's like a mesh or whatever. It's like a grate. So if you try to turn into a squid on it, you're going to drop right out of it. So you're
on the outer skirts. The center itself is what you have to ink, and that's where you'll be able to refill your ink if you're on top of it. But yeah, the same basic idea, where that's basically where you're stuck at if you want to protect it directly.
Right. Directly. They also showed off a few new weapons. One of the sub weapons was the Seeker, which looks like, as you mentioned, a bomb chew basically, so it targets opponents. It looks like, which is pretty slick. And slick, because it leaves this ink trail. and then we also saw what was the other one? Like, we saw a gun.
We saw some upgraded forms of some of the guns, and some of the other sub weapons were actually very team focused, where they either basically as a spotter, where they'd show all your teammates where every enemy Inkling is on the map. It really did foster this great sense of teamwork, which is great, because I know a lot of people out there are upset about the lack of voice chat, but there does seem to be options here to help communicate with each other and kind of devise strategies, I guess. It's like here's everybody else, go get them, or something to that effect.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the one where you drop down. I forget what it's called. I mean, we were busy working during that, so we weren't able to see all the details. But the thing where you drop down the radar thing and you can jump right to it.
Oh yes, sort of like this mobile point that you can just drop off and have there, and you can just continue on, and people can just your teammates can decide where they want to jump to.
Yeah, that's a cool little detail that ties into one of the game's unique mechanics, which is the ability to jump around, do these gigantic jumps to your teammates, and now this new new location.
No, it looks great. I mean, everything is sort of just coming together well for Splatoon. You know, it's just the fact that, you're not getting these huge announcements that it comes across as a little disappointing, but everything I saw I liked. There's not really, well, other than the Squid Sisters. The Squid Sisters was creepy.
Well, that and the Smash costumes are creepy. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Squid Sisters are definitely interesting, that little music video thing they're doing. But yeah, I mean, it was a good like overview of the game if you didn't know anything about it. As ones who knew a lot about it going in, it came across as disappointing just in there wasn't a ton of new information, but there's still some cool stuff in there, and I am still extremely hyped for this game. And of course, the fact that there's a free demo coming, that I believe is available to play tomorrow for a very limited time. I think it's only like a day or two. That's going to be awesome. So we will be streaming that live, I'm pretty sure. So you can come hang out with us as we play Splatoon very soon. Alright, well, I think that wraps up for us here, so thanks guys for watching. Of course, stay tuned for our upcoming Nintendo theme park discussion of the Universal Studios. It's huge news. I really want to talk about that way more than this. So join us over there, and of course, keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more on Splatoon and other things gaming as well. Alright, see you guys. Bye.